black people
meat.
farm too.
Yeah. Well,
Do you know a black farmer?
I mean, not personally, but I know that they exist. That's really weird. That, like I know that they're
If anyone's
Asian.
listening to this and you're a black farmer, please comment below.
Please,
Yes, please.
please
We
chime
need-
in.
I know an Asian farmer.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
That is astounding.
that just blew Daniel's fucking mind.
Yeah.
By the way,
It's like you're going to be really good at math, but you're going to plow the ground.
don't say
He's
plow.
also a massive bodybuilder.
Don't say plow. Wow. What?
He's a bodybuilding Asian farmer.
Wow. Holy shit. That's a lot of boxes to check.
Yeah, and he's straight edge.
Of course.
Yeah.
Why not?
Oh, and he's an anarchist Satanist.
Nah, see,
I'm
that's
not
dumb.
kidding.
That's really?
No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, I was like, that's too much. He's lame now.
You know him. I'm not gonna say his name. He doesn't deserve it.
Now I'm trying to think of who it is.
All right, everybody. Welcome to another episode
All right.
of Grave Mistakes.
In cinema.
Today on this very special episode, we've got motherfucking Daniel the fucking Manuel.
He's the manual.
Yes.
This is his first time swearing on this podcast.
First time swearing on this podcast, and I guarantee it probably will not be the last.
We
You
ran
should
through
see-
all the swears he's allowed to say, which is all of them.
Yes.
All of them. And I'm going to try and check every single one off today.
Yeah, you better do it. I
will
wish you
try.
guys could see Daniel's beautiful rosy cheeks and his
Oh,
childlike
man.
demeanor.
I know,
Yeah.
halfway through one beer, and Daniel's already got rosy cheeks.
Oh, oh yeah, it'll get me there. Don't worry.
Oh, yeah. At the end of this beer, I'm going to be drunk looking to fuck.
Well, great, Daniel. What do you think we do after every episode, anyways?
Oh man,
Gay
well,
orgy.
I
We
hope it's
pile
not.
on.
Yes, orgy.
Blood
Bring it
orgy.
on. Bring it on.
Hell
that
yeah.
sounds good to me.
So this time, instead of just doing like a shooting the shit talking episode, we actually did another movie.
We did.
Yes,
Well-
Daniel is going to keep up, though. He ain't no fucking hog dick.
No, no, I watched it. I watched
Charlie
it.
didn't watch it. That's
beginning
why
to end.
Daniel has to step up and be the manual.
I didn't watch it because of some miscommunication
Sure.
on our part. Johnny's
Things
negligence, incompetence.
Life.
Meanwhile, Daniel's
Life gets
backing me up like,
involved.
no, Charlie, I remember everything because he was right next to me.
Yeah, I was, but all right.
All right, anyway, not the point. We picked...
It's
So
all
I will try to
hearsay.
keep up. I'm going to ask you so many questions. I better feel like I saw this fucking movie after
You-
this podcast.
this movie's pretty simple to describe.
It's
Jumanji.
pretty- yes. It's Jumanji in a box.
Yeah.
Oh.
A VHS game, yeah. The movie we picked is called
Sounds dumb.
Beyond the Gates.
Beyond
is
the
not
Gates.
dumb.
Beyond the gates.
Fun fact, I always wanted to play a VHS game when I was younger,
Uh-huh.
but they all were like horror themed, and I wasn't super into horror movies back at that point.
Uh-huh.
So I was like, nah, man, that spooky skeleton guy's going to yell at me. And I saw a video later on. I was like, thank God I didn't, because all he does is just yell at you randomly.
What skeleton is this?
Atmosphere is the name of the board game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, in real life.
I had this Sega Saturn game called Mr. Bones, and it was sick because he fucking liked to rock, dude. Like, it was just like a fucking blues playing skeleton. The whole game is like,
Well, like Eric Clapton.
kind of, yeah.
It was Eric Clapton.
Cocaine.
Bone dust.
How do you think he turned into a skeleton? Cocaine.
Cocaine.
Yeah.
It's actually Eric Clapton's kid.
Yes.
All right, moving on.
Beyond the Gates? Enter the Gates? What is it?
Beyond the
the
Gates.
gates.
It's on Netflix. It's
Yes.
from 2016. It's an indie film. The budget is super low, and it shows in some parts, but it uses practical effects.
Does it look like an 80s film? If it's like VHS themed
I
and
would
shit?
say no.
No,
No?
I would say
No,
they
they-
poorly tried to
they
give
sucks.
the vibe of 80s.
they did the
That sucks!
they like talk about 80s stuff, but like it's shot on contemporary digital. It's not shot
Yeah.
on like Super 8.
Okay.
They didn't try and do like film grain or anything like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
It's
Mhm.
centered around a VHS. In fact, it's oddly enough, it's centered around a Blockbuster. Essentially, like the story is these two brothers, Gordon the nerd and John the fucking scumbag.
Uh-huh.
They are estranged because Gordon left to go become a raging alcoholic dickbag. I think they're not very clear on what the dad did. That Gordon's like, fuck this, I don't need this or this town.
Right, but he's like the I made it and the rest of you guys didn't type of success
Yeah.
story. So you have the bum brother, and then you have Gordon who actually I guess, did something with his life, but you don't really actually know, I think, what he does.
Like, and this
he just has a button-up shirt that's tucked in.
Yeah, so he's like an IT guy, probably.
Looks like it.
Yeah, and
looks
it's
like
really
an Elijah
weird.
Wood IT guy.
How many days off did he take? Because they're like this movie takes place over like a week.
I'm pretty sure someone was asking where he was.
Yeah, so it was just like, where the fuck is Gordon? Our fucking files. He's the only. He's got the button-up shirt.
Passwords. The passwords.
The passwords
Starring
are 1, 2,
2
3, 4.
incompetent brothers.
Right, basically.
Surprisingly, for
Does
an
one
indie
of them
film,
have a unibrow? Sounds like one of them would. Just
no,
from the way you
Hank,
described.
Hank the scumbag friend does.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll get to him very
Oh my
soon.
god,
Yes.
his introduction is so bad.
It is a bad one, but it great nonetheless.
Beyond the Gates, 2016, directed by Jackson Stewart.
Believe it or not, neither of the main brothers are Jackson Stewart. For once, this is an indie film where like the director isn't actually a character.
Yeah,
Okay.
I feel like that's like not that common, like because you save a lot of money by being in your own movie.
Hell yeah, that's why
I can
John
imagine,
Carpenter
yeah.
does all the
Yeah.
music for his movies because he's like, I'm the cheapest producer of music I know.
Yeah, definitely.
I pay myself $1 million. It's cheap.
Starring Graham Skipper as Gordon Hardesty.
Oh yeah, their names are stupid. Hardesty?
Yeah.
It's dumb.
Chase Williamson as John Hardesty. Bree Grant as Margot Mackenzie. Barbara Crampton as Evelyn. Matt Mercer as Derek. Justin Wellborn as Hank. Justin Wellborn is your so-called Hank.
He is Hank.
Yeah.
He kind of looks like he has a unibrow in his fucking
He has a
actor
unibrow.
photo too, his glamour shot. And then this Hannibal-looking motherfucker, Jesse Merlin, who plays
That's-
Elric.
Oh, that's his name? They never say it. That's Dracula. I actually, in my notes, have him labeled as
His last
Dracula.
name's Merlin.
That's fucking rad.
That's the actual actor's name. He's a wizard vampire.
Got it.
That's fucking tight. So, yeah.
He's a blood warlock.
He's a dick warlock.
Oh no, that's,
Warlock's a real
that's
dude.
strictly
he does definitely
society.
come off as a dick. Yeah.
I know, he's such an asshole. But yeah, so the sons, they're estranged. Their father's been gone for months. The video store, somehow their VHS store has finally gone under in 2017.
That is true. Yeah, it's like, well, it's taking place in the 80s though.
No.
Or no, this is past 80s.
Oh,
okay.
yeah. No, man. They're using
Yeah.
like DVD players. Like,
Okay.
this
Okay.
shit.
That
Okay.
reminds me, to digress really quick. I just watched this video about, dude, in fucking Alaska, Blockbusters are huge still. Like, I watched a video of like all the townies just going to Blockbuster on like Friday, just like, ding, 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 ding. Yeah, let's pick our DVD. Oh, Batman versus Superman, brand fucking new. Let's get it. Ding, 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 ding.
Is that the background
Wow,
music of the
really?
video?
I just imagine those are the Alaskan
Okay.
Blockbuster commercials.
They don't have very good internet in Alaska.
No, yeah, it's too slow to stream.
Interesting. I did not know that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
and like Blockbusters make like bank.
So
If you
those
own
in
a
Alaska,
if
you
own-
won't be hearing this.
Fuck you, Alaska, you little bitch.
Oh man. Oh, Alaska, you suck.
So, so yeah, the brothers are going to go clean up the VHS
Yes.
shop that's again somehow is still active in 2016. I guess. Like he just really.
It's finally met its fate.
Yeah, finally someone's like, "Hey, wait, VHS? What the fuck? This guy owes like $9,000 in back taxes. Fuck this guy. Close up his shop."
So the bank like foreclosed on him?
Yeah, they have to like the house is going up, so they're cleaning.
Typical story. I've heard this one before.
We just saw this in Justice League. Banks closing up on small town American farms.
I just watched Drag Me to Hell the other day. This is the same fucking movie so far.
So yeah, the brothers are like cleaning up. They're super estranged, and that's where I put down what the fuck nerd hug. That's a U, not an A, because yeah, they like go to hug, and it's like, I guess we interlace our fingers.
Yeah.
Like kiss on the cheek. Okay,
It's like
let's
in
go.
Step Brothers, where like with Will Ferrell and his brother, they don't know how to hug or kiss or whatever they're trying to do.
Yeah,
Like it's the same exact thing. Like they
it's
don't.
actually like yeah,
But these two are actual brothers?
yes.
Yes.
Dude, you know,
Are you gonna
It's
imply that
like-
they're fucking?
no, I'm going to imply that when they were children, they probably fucked, and now they're just super weird towards each other because of it.
I don't know.
Like, why else, or do you have a hard time hugging your brother?
I don't know. He's a super. Like it's implied that this John character's
like-
been in jail like most of the in between time.
Right.
Was it for fucking his brother?
Probably
Possibly.
Hank.
Potentially. We don't know.
Potentially.
Well, they do straight up call Hank a date rapist earlier in the film, so I'm like, yeah, that's probably why you are in jail.
Yes.
And he's their friend?
Yeah, Hank is John's friend, and he's like that scumbag actor.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
He
sounds bad to the bone.
When you see him in the movie, you're like, that scumbag actor. I know exactly. Like, his hair's perpetually greased in, like, the same way no matter what. Like,
Yeah, that was his actor picture, too.
Yeah. Like, I think he just literally, like, sleeps in bed grease or something. like he is a bed mite. He's like, ready for my close up.
Merlin.
No, Merlin's tight. So,
It's the same guy.
no, that guy's Justin something. Wilford is Hank.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
And-
Merlin's Dracula.
Okay.
Anyway, so like all awkward, John, the scumbag brother's like, so are you gonna go stay at Dad's house? And Gordon, the like nerd brother's like, well, yeah, I gotta clean it up. He's like, well, that's cool. And he's like, do you not have a place to go? He's like, no, I got stuff. I got stuff I could do. I'll see you tomorrow, Gordy.
Yeah.
And then he like leaves.
Mhm.
And then Gordon's weird, that mole on her nose was really, it was like a pimple growth.
Yeah, I don't know what that was.
It was weird. It was like,
Cancer.
yeah. big old
It's not a
titties.
tumor.
Just big old titties though, so it was pretty rad.
Oh,
Yeah.
those will save her life from the cancer on her face.
Oh yeah.
They'll just travel.
Yeah, it's just like
her tits
what?
are fine. Let her die. I'll harvest her
this.
organs.
Yeah.
Harvest her flesh bags.
Yeah, so flesh bags.
I just don't know what your point was.
She has nice tits. We always talk about tits.
You said, but it's okay because her tits are fucking huge.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
At least that's all right.
Yeah. She's got a weird face deformity, but she's got rockin' tits. What do you want from me? I'm human.
And I mean, for the budget, I mean, you can't have both.
Yeah.
That's just not. It's just not in the cards.
It is not in the cards.
That's the entertainment business right there for you.
So, yeah, they're like,
She sucked her way to the top of this low budget film.
it's so weird, dude, because right when she gets there, she's like, this place smells like cum. And Gordon's like, you want to go get food somewhere else?
She actually says that.
No.
Oh.
She's like, it smells like dead man's cum.
She actually says that?
She says something like body fluid.
Oh, when they get back, when they get to the
yeah,
house.
when they get to the house, she's like, it's cummy in here. I
Did you
hate
notice
it.
how dusty the house is? Like as soon as he walks in, like it's the dustiest house ever.
But then, like,
Sounds like the upside down.
Like,
right when he
It
walks
is
in.
almost like the upside down, dude.
dude, like the next day after they go sleep without cleaning, it's all super spotless. So
Yes.
it's really weird.
Yeah.
Charlie is holding his mic so he can generate dank ass clouds.
Shut up, Johnny. They don't have to know everything.
They do. It's a play
Let
by
me have
play.
my secrets.
The mystery behind the scenes.
No, the mystery is your flavor.
Quit being a nerd.
The mystery is the flavor.
The
Quit being
mystery.
such a nerd.
Okay, fine. The flavor's tungsten cock. Anyway. So, tungsten
How
cock.
dare you?
What would that taste like? Metal dick. That's the only thing I can vape.
It tastes like pennies and milk.
It smells like cum.
The theme of this episode is cum.
Apparently.
We're also
Seriously.
sponsored by cum.
We're sponsored by cum, Daniel.
There will be an ad in the middle of this episode.
we lured
Black
Daniel in.
Friday, get 15% off. Come.
Come on down to
Come on
Johnny's
down.
house and purchase cum.
Come on down to Cumville.
By the barrel full. 55 gallons.
Come on, folks. He's been working hard all week.
I've been pumping this iron.
Aged 25 years. This cum is the best cum you will ever be able to purchase.
Facials? You bet. You want bacon pie? Cream
off.
pie.
Brought to you by cum.
But yeah, they decide to go get food at a dive bar, which he was like, you want to go to a dive bar? She's like,
Delicious.
yeah, totally.
Yeah, that's kind of weird how they just.
That's why I
That's
put
where
down
they
the
went.
I put that in the note like girlfriend is thirsty as fuck.
Hey, we do have
Apparently, yeah.
we have a few dive bars out here though that serve some of the best fucking steak in that whole Antelope Valley.
I believe it.
Maxton's, dude.
I would
Oh
believe
yeah,
it.
dude, I
That shit
fucking
is like
bar
the
steak
best
is so
bar food
good.
I've ever had.
Bar steak's so good.
Like I'd rather eat that shit than like Beck's for sure.
Oh yeah, because it doesn't cost you $90 million. Bex is like, this cup of water is
And
going to be
now I'm broke.
$90,000. I bought 2 beers and it was $600. It was crazy.
Seriously.
$600.
Yeah,
I had to give him my routing number.
I had to give him an offshore PayPal. It was fucking crazy. I was like, you're fucking shaking me, you shock. So,
I don't have my pedal today again. What the fuck?
oh yeah, Charlie didn't bring the pedal.
How will I slap that nut? all my burps sound like stupid.
Pedal? What pedal? What are you talking about?
Dude, my
He has a
burps are so
vocal pedal.
pussy.
Oh,
Yeah.
I usually use my vocal pedal with the podcast so I can slap that shit and say things all extreme.
sweet.
Yeah. Well, now my burps
you
are
had to miss it
super
tonight?
pussy.
Jeez.
I know. We had a guest over.
Man.
We're right after that cum commercial. We're gonna take a quick break. Now we're gonna grab that bitch.
I'm not gonna lie. I think this is gonna be like
After
the
these
Jade
messages.
episode where we're just gonna order a pizza halfway through it, then go eat it, come back.
That is fine.
Yeah, that's a real thing we did, Daniel.
Is that really something that you did?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
delicious.
hilarious.
We were pretty high and drunk, and then
You're like, I need
Charlie
to
was
go
like,
eat.
"You could order a pizza at midnight." I'm like, "What? You can't order a pizza at midnight? They're done."
Yeah.
He's like, "It's Friday, bro." And then he ordered a pizza at midnight, and then it got here. We paused to go eat Friday, bro.
I had no idea how little of this world Johnny knew
I always
until
get my
that night.
I get my pizza before midnight. I'm sorry. I don't
Me
normally
too.
get-
I never.
I don't get
order
where
that late.
pizza.
Yeah.
Like, oh, the full moon. I'm stoned.
It's because they know that there's that one guy out there, Charlie, that
I know,
needs
you
to
were-
have
you
that
were really-
midnight.
Hey, what's up? I'm about to go to sleep. Can you bring me pizza real quick? I
Midnight fix.
the pizza. Can't sleep without pizza on my face.
Daniel, you fucked up by not bringing your beers to the table.
I did. But I mean, I can excuse myself really quick if you want. I can
He's
just,
so polite.
son
We
of a
actually
bitch.
convinced him to come on here by saying we were affiliated with 700 Club.
No, I'm grabbing you another beer.
no, it's because you
Excuse
said
me
it was
while you
sponsored by
talk about-
cum.
It is.
All right, we're gonna keep going while Charlie's grabbing a beer.
Okay. Charlie's
So,
off the table for
this
a second.
This is when John rolls up to this dive bar because of course, and you meet Hank, Action Hank. He's such a
weird
from the,
character in,
from the
in the show.
get go. I was like, that dude's dying pretty bad.
Yes,
that dude
Yeah.
ain't
It's
that
like
dude
he was-
ain't
he
making
was
it
meant
through.
to go. Yeah.
And he picks a fight with Gordon. He's like, Gordy, you fucking IT button shirt, white bread, milk toast nerd.
Yeah, basically just giving him shit because I guess he
Yeah.
quote unquote made it,
Yeah.
and he's better than all of them in the bar. Which yes, he probably
Yeah.
is.
The bar had a framed broken banjo in a shadow box. Did you see that?
I did not see that.
I was like, what the fuck? Why would you frame a broken banjo in a shadow box, you assholes?
Budget.
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 There's a scene later on that's supposed to be like really tense, but the budget, I was like, that's funny.
Yes.
There's a lot of parts that are like, that's funny.
And you know what? To go back to the dive bar, also it was like one of the worst comeback moments ever because he's like, what did he say? He's like, he says, oh, enjoy. Gordy's like, enjoy your next stint in county jail, and he's like, well, fuck you.
Oh yeah, he like loses all his like machismo. It's just like, have a nice stay in county jail, you
Yeah.
bitch.
And Hank's like, then fuck you.
Because the moral of the story is
What else
that
do you say to that?
bullies don't know what to do when you talk back to them. Bullies like, shit, he's tough.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, where he just fucking tombstones your ass.
Probably that second one.
Yeah.
So they cut back. Also, the bar's really dusty. Like I would not eat or drink at
This
this.
whole show is dusty.
Yeah,
This is one dusty ass movie.
like I have a soft spot for dive bars. I think they have a lot of local charm and
Agreed.
good steak.
Agreed.
Yeah. I mean,
But dusty, I'm like, yeah, fuck that. I want
Yeah.
dusty beer, dusty steak, dusty chicken wings. By the way,
was it actually dusty or was it some like stupid ass like After Effects fucking?
no, it was.
Preset.
They
No, I
did
think it
not.
was
They
just
could
like-
not afford After Effects.
They couldn't afford a maid to clean that shit.
Dude, there's only like, I think there's only
Yeah.
like 2 effects in the whole movie that I was like, that was After Effects, and they're so subtle. There's like random color transitions like After Effects. Then another one like After Effects. Otherwise, all the effects are like practical, dude.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
For a $300K budget, they put a lot of the effects to like good use.
Do you think they brought dust into these buildings as
I
a part
actually-
of the ambiance?
I want to say no. That looked like that's a real place that people actually go to drink, and it's super shitty.
Oh,
Yes.
sick.
Yes.
Fuck.
But anyway, yeah. So they go back to the parents' house. They're in John's and Gordon's dad's bed, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, "Hey, you want to fucking do me right now?" And he's like, "While you're on Ambien?" And I actually took a note, like, Ambien sex, nerd. Which Daniel also
I also made a note on that because that did hit me right where I live.
Yeah.
And I said, "Sweet, I'll screw you while you're sleeping because you'll never know what hit you."
Yeah, she's like,
that's rape.
yeah, she's like, you can just fuck me right until I pass out.
yeah, like she was totally down for it.
Yeah,
Wow.
and
It
Gordon's
was
like,
just weird and awkward, and that had actually really no place in the movie at all.
yeah,
It was
like
just
they should have just not done that scene.
Yeah.
Because she wasn't even like topless or anything. She was just like
No.
in a green tank top. Like,
nothing about it was sexy.
want to fuck me while I'm about to pass out?
Nothing about it was
You want to
intriguing.
feel like a rapist?
Right. Yeah. If anything, I felt disturbed.
It was really Margot has some weird shit.
She does have some
She
weird
wants to
parts, and she
fuck
has some
every
weird
dude.
lines.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is very strange. Oh, also, I just want to back up for a second. Before that part, before they're in bed, where he's like, because apparently I guess his dad drank or something like that, so he's trying to stop drinking, and he says that
He
in
has
the
a
bar.
good reason for not drinking.
He's
what?
like he's gonna stop drinking and everything else like that. But then when he's at the kitchen and he's like dipping out like the half bottle of hooch down the sink, I'm like, I just thought to myself, that's not convincing. You weren't a drinker. If you were a drinker, you'd have this whole kitchen like with a whole bunch of beer and alcohol.
oh
and
yeah,
liquor.
because they're like, that was bad drinker.
Oh, reliable.
Yeah, and it's just
I've
like-
had this bottle I've been sipping off of for 15 years.
One little bottle.
I'm such an alcoholic.
I'm so depressed. I guess I'll just put this down the sink now.
Yeah, when
And,
they-
I just wasn't convinced. I don't know.
When they
Yeah,
said he was a bad drinker, I was
get
like, where are the scope bottles? Where's that dude drinking mouthwash because he's such a bad alcoholic?
Yeah. But again, budget.
Oh, real quick. Speaking of like buying too much booze and stuff like that, there's a part of The Punisher where dude's buying stuff to make a pipe bomb. I know, spoiler, whatever.
No, I haven't watched it.
I haven't watched it either.
I
But
know,
I'm
but
okay with this.
It's fine. It's not. It's nothing spoiler. I'm not gonna say who, but he's making a pipe bomb. But he's buying all the stuff from one hardware store. I'm like, yeah, no, that's not. You. They're
I'm pretty sure that
Yeah, you don't
automatically
do
puts you
that.
on a list.
It
Like,
does. You
yeah.
can't buy like they show him pouring gunpowder. I'm like, you can't buy that much gunpowder anywhere in this country without being on a list. Like the FBI, be like, this guy's gonna blow up the Boston Marathon.
Yeah.
So yeah, they go to sleep. Turns out Margot takes Ambien because she sleepwalks.
I was
Right.
thinking too earlier. I was like,
So there's a reason, but
yeah,
but still, it doesn't really tie into anything about
there's
her
actually
sleepwalking. But
yeah, I don't know. They never say why, but
right.
it would be a more fun game if the dude took the Ambien and tried to nut before he passed out, or
that's
if,
a real game.
or if she took the Ambien and like was sucking his dick and tried to get him to finish before she passed out.
Or she just fell asleep and like locked up.
I was just
Who
thinking the
locks up
same.
when they pass out?
I was just thinking the same thing.
Is that what you do when you go to sleep?
I
Just-
grind my teeth, dude.
Yeah, I grabbed my teeth too. So
Yeah, man. So yeah, I lock up. I lock up. I'm like, any dicks?
Wow, that sounds like very unpleasant sleep.
Oh man.
I sleep like a baby. I don't snort dicks, okay? I just chew them up.
Right.
That's what. All right.
Yeah.
My bad. I'm
okay.
sorry. Apparently, a lot of people have lockjaw when they sleep.
Yeah, man.
But only when
A
they
lot of
fall
people
asleep.
do actually.
Yeah,
Really?
dog. It's
Yes.
really common
It's
to grind your
actually a
teeth.
very common
You
thing.
probably grind your teeth too,
You
man.
probably do. You just don't even know.
You snore, man. You grind your teeth.
I'm pretty sure usually
you a
my
bad-
mouth is wide open. I'm like,
Bad snore.
Actually,
Bad snore.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
like bear snoring.
Yeah.
I'm
see,
pretty
the
sure
same
my
way.
mouth is wide open though,
Ready for spiders.
because I exactly.
Spider
Dude, that's where I
welcome.
get all my protein. Well, I sleep from spiders.
It's vegetarian, right?
Yeah.
No carbs, spider protein.
Spiders only.
So-
Sugar-free spider snacks.
Sponsored by.
Come.
Wouldn't have expected that, was ya? So, going back to it, they wake up, they go back. When John wakes up, or Gordon, I keep getting mixed up because I wear glasses, I have short hair, I don't do IT stuff, but like, I want to call the
But
nerd
you
guy John.
should,
Yeah,
because the way you look.
I actually did just buy like a microcomputer board to put together.
So sick.
I literally bought it right before Daniel showed up. I was like,
True colors.
Johnny's succumbing to the stereotype of his appearance.
That's
I already
right.
button up my shirt when I'm not around you guys. I'm like,
I imagine when you're not around us, yeah, you have a button up and a tie, and you look
You have
just
a pocket protector.
Dilbert.
yeah. I'm just sitting in my like desk, like, God damn,
Well,
PowerPoint presentation.
yeah, well, time to get to work. And then just furious flame typing.
So they find the key to the dad's office because they make a big point out of like not knowing what's in the office for some reason, even though they
Yes.
say later on that they've worked there for like years.
Ever. Yeah.
They're like, we worked there when we were kids because dad was too drunk.
Yeah. So they find the key and they're like, they look at each other like, yeah, you what? Yeah. Should we? Maybe we. It's just like it's so super awkward.
It's and he's like, yeah, fucking let's do it.
It's
So
like,
they-
okay, yeah, let's do it. So they open it up and they go inside the
and
office.
it's really weird that because the office is all VHS tapes.
Yeah.
And like, granted, there is a random handwritten note that says "Beyond the Gates," and they find the board game "Beyond the Gates." Yeah. And they look at it and they're like, "What if it's not even to the game?" And they're like, "Well, what's it gonna be then?" And Gordon's like, "I don't know. What if it's like, bad, like a homemade film or something?" And
Oh, they're like, well, what if it's our parents fucking?
yeah, and then like,
What if it's
and
a
Gordon's like,
picture of
gross. He's like, I don't
want to see that.
Yeah,
but-
Gordon's like that, but John's like, well, when in
well,
Rome. He
yeah.
says something so weird like that.
something just matter of fact, like, well, what
That's
are you
why I
gonna,
put
what are
that
you
like
gonna do
John
about
wants to see his parents fuck.
it? Yeah,
Like, well, when in Rome, watch my parents get fucking laid.
like, well, there's the inevitable.
Hey, look, there's a ball of Jergens right over there. Don't mind if I do. I got the super tall Dungeon Master screen. I have to go set it up and just
Yeah,
Break it out, man.
Kleenex, or as they're really known,
sponsored by
cum coffins. Kleenex. So yeah, they put in the tape and just like a lady who's obviously like in her 40s pops up.
Yeah.
And like John Means like, I want to fuck her. Let me have this board
Dude.
game.
I made a note on that too. I was like,
Everyone wants
he
to fuck
immediately
her.
just wants to fuck this lady. Like,
Everyone does, dude.
Who
Even
is
Margot's like, I want to fuck this lady.
It's just a picture of her?
No, she's
no,
like a
she's in
VHS.
this VHS tape. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then like some white noise happens. You're like, oh man, major headache, bro. Let's turn off the tape and go back and have consensual sex with your Ambien girlfriend. So they go back to the house and then yeah, Margot's like drilling John for info about like what he's done, and she's like touching his like thigh, like, yeah, John, bet you got big ol' wild dick, don't ya? Big ol' rough shod cock, don't ya?
Big old hog up in there.
Really trying to fuck John.
Really
so
trying.
they're like, hey, look at this cool board game, video game, VHS game that we got. Let's go play it. Our dad was playing it. Let's go play it. So they put in the tape, and then they do like the VHS game was a real thing. So they do like the whole intro. She's like, blah blah blah, set up the ambience, blah blah blah. All right, and then like she just awkwardly,
Is
she's
this
like,
whole movie just about Ambien?
No,
Yeah.
no.
She's like, all right, open up the game board.
Yeah.
And then she just like stares at them, and they're like, oh, all right, yeah, let's open up the game board. And right when they're done, like, all right, like obviously the VHS tape is not right. Like those things usually in the real VHS games, like when they're waiting for you to do shit, they say like, all right, pause the tape.
Right.
But
Yeah,
then
that's how they
unpause
would
it.
do that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they don't just
She's just like standing there. She's in the
she's
VHS.
like looking at them too.
and she's just like looking at them, just like waiting for them to make a move. It's like super awkward.
it's really awkward, but
And
it's like,
no one bothers to question it. at
No,
all.
yeah, no one's like, huh, it's really weird because they both brothers say that they have experience with these kind of games before, so it's really
Yes.
weird that neither of them like. That's weird that they haven't told us to pause the tape once yet.
Yep.
Yeah. Is he acting all right in this movie, or
Actually, it's pretty good to be honest.
really?
It was okay.
The two brothers are okay. They played the Estranged Brothers okay.
Yeah.
Margot's shit. The Dracula guy, top tier, god tier acting from Dracula. Honestly, the VHS lady is the best actor in the whole fucking group.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Is she naked?
No,
No,
but
but
she's
she's
like
also
in
super
some
stacked.
weird like nightgown or something like that. I don't
Yeah.
really know what she's trying to sport.
So the VHS tape is just the introduction to the board game.
Well, normally in those games, the VHS tape is playing and it's like a timer for the game.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So she's like, all right, player one, stand in front. And Gordon's player one. He's like, nah, I don't really want to. She's like, well, she goes on. It's like, if you cross over to the other side here, then you can save your father's soul. And they're both like, wait, what? The fuck did this bitch just say? And they turn off like the tape for a second. They're like, the fuck?
Yeah.
No, that can't be real. So they
Player two.
They go back to
stand up. Do the hokey pokey. Now shit your pants. Shit your fucking pants, you little bitch.
So
I'm gonna make a game like that. Player one, sacrifice your firstborn son to the devil. Player two, shit your fucking pants, you little bitch. You little bitch.
So
You look like a cockroach, you idiot. Sit down.
John tries to like cheat the board game, and he like puts his token in the wrong spot, and the lady's like, well, fuck you then, and turns off the tape. Like, straight up just turns the TV and the tape off. And they're like,
Yeah, it turns
Whoa!
off automatically. Yeah.
that's spooky.
And then the thing like
Magic.
travels back to its original spot and everything
Yeah.
like that. Very Jumanji.
Yeah, very, very Jumanji. So they go back to sleep. She's all ambient out. And John's like, can I crush?
Lockjaw.
Lockjaw.
I'm asleep on ambient right now.
Good old Lockjaw Margot.
The whole time she sleeps, her mouth's closed, and
Nothing
she keeps
but
talking
teeth.
about being asleep and how her jaw's locked on ambient.
Yeah. Well, she's asleep, but
All
John.
teeth all the time.
Did you notice that?
Getting good rest right now.
Did you notice that John or Gordon always wakes up at about 3:12 in every one of the scenes they show the clock?
Dude, did you notice that it said PM?
I didn't. That's fucking awesome.
I took a note of it, and and you know what's hilarious is I usually don't see that shit, but as soon as they showed the picture of the alarm clock, I was like, "It's nighttime. Why does it say PM?" Like out of everything, that's the first thing I noticed.
Oh,
off
that's
of that.
tight.
Yeah, 3:13 PM.
I
If you go back and you look at it, it fucking says PM.
I
And
actually might
checked
rewatch
twice.
this movie, honestly.
I checked twice. I was like, "Oh, I'm not gonna get on here and throw some fact down that ain't true," you know,
Yeah, I don't think there's any
because we are
place
sponsored
on
by Cum.
I don't think there's any place on this planet where it gets dark at 3:30 p.m.
No,
Like the
no.
Arctic Circle when it's
Alaska, because
months.
Alaska sucks.
Fuck you, Alaska.
Fuck you and Best Buy.
That would be so funny if
Fuck
You
Blockbuster.
ain't never gonna hear this shit.
that would be so funny if this movie was shot in Alaska and it was just like that
Yeah, it's
time of
dark
year.
time now.
Yeah, but no, that was definitely the God. They fucked that up.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Well,
Such a simple thing, but
the,
they fucked it up.
the big fuck up I noticed is next. But yeah, like Gordon wakes up and sees some like black metal fucking singer corpse page, just like, and then he starts like screaming, and
Yeah.
then he puts his glasses on. I'm like, why would you put your glasses on? Go sock that dude out real quick. Like he's
Why?
like,
You don't just go sock out a King Diamond.
dude, no, he's like, ah, ah, ah. Oh, there's nothing there.
Yeah.
Like, it's so weird. And then he goes downstairs. And so, you know that scene where, like, they're showing Gordon from the front, and it's like the long shot of the hallway, right?
Yeah.
You know, you could see John just hanging out in the back waiting for his cue.
No,
I put
I
that
did not
down.
see that.
No
Dude, you could, because
fucking
they
way.
show him.
I'm glad you saw things too like that. That's good.
They show him sleeping, and there's a dude in the background. I'm like, oh, that's fucking creepy. That dude's like waiting around in the background.
no,
to, like,
it's him
scare
waiting for his fucking cue.
And I was like, he kept walking towards like the camera.
uh-huh.
John, the guy playing John's just in the back, still like waiting. I'm like, oh, no fucking way. That guy's wearing the same clothes John is. Oh my God, that's John. He waited for his cue.
What the
How
fuck?
funny.
And so when Gordon goes to like grab the weird picture that the family had of the VHS lady, which they never explained.
Yeah,
I guess because like the world's becoming beyond the gates.
I guess.
Then John shows up. He's like, hey, brother, I wasn't waiting in the dark over there. What's going on?
Dude, that reminds me of like the
Just
fucking
wait for my cue.
the Lord of the Rings, like in the early cuts where the fucking like car goes by. In the
Oh, yeah.
Dude, I
Go
know.
away, you fucking hobbits.
Just take the fucking Eagles.
Dude, the Eagles are coming. Dude, it's so funny.
No, when I saw that, I was like, I really wish that you had seen the movie because I'm like, it's subtle, but because you and me analyze these movies so hard, I'm like, he would have seen it.
I would have died.
Dude,
I would have died.
Yeah,
last.
I think you would have. You should still just watch it.
Oh, I'm
you
going
have to. But
I'm
yeah,
going to.
you'll know the part because at first you're like, oh, that's fucking scary because it kind of could be like
Yes.
the guy. But then he's just like, Like, I actually think he checks his watch and everything. Like,
It's kind of cool because I'm gonna I'll get a taste of like what it's like for if one of our listeners like listening to an episode of a movie they've never seen, if they watch it after listening to the episode of the podcast.
True.
That's how I'm gonna feel.
That is
Probably
exactly
tonight.
how you're gonna feel. Yeah.
I do recommend seeing this before you go to bed tonight, man. It's fucking.
I probably
it's a
will watch
rad
it.
ass movie. I seriously like Punisher.
Pop
rewatch
an Ambien and start watching that shit.
Dude, it's
You
a
got
short.
some Ambien?
It's a
I'll
short
do your
movie.
drugs, Daniel.
Oh man, I only got the light stuff.
Those are old man drugs.
Those are old man
I just have old man drugs.
But,
I do have some old Vicodin though.
You keep grunting like you do when you open the fucking door at your work. You're gonna need some Ambien just to get to sleep.
Dude, no, totally.
But no, the movie's short, dude.
Fucking prolapse your anus.
Do you know, like, the movie feels a lot longer than an hour and 20 minutes.
it did.
It feels like a full, like, almost 2-hour movie. Not in a bad way, though.
And it did take like fucking forever for them to actually like get the ball rolling.
yeah,
good.
they kept, like, fucking around with, like, I'm sorry, but if, like, a VHS tape game was, like, waiting around, like, looking at me and talking, I was like, no, that bitch is like a ghost. Like, that bitch is real.
Oh hell no!
Yeah. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. I saw Medea's boo. No.
Heller.
They basically treat the VHS tape as like super like this is not a problem.
Yeah.
But like in real life, like that would be like freaking me out. Like
Yeah,
to no
I'd
degree.
shit my fucking pants.
I'd be going crazy.
If, like, my dad's missing and suddenly just like, oh, hey, if you want to save your dad, so I'm like, whoa, too soon.
Yeah.
Sad shitting my pants. But they find they play the VHS tape again, and she's kind of like, well, you don't have all your players. Because Margot's not ambient out.
Yeah. Wait till she sobers up.
And so they're like,
Go rape her awake real quick.
and by the way, I think this is hilarious because they don't know how to play the game. They never read the instructions. And so, like, she's kind of just like, player one can go, though. And they're like, how do I play? And, like, they're talking to each other, and you can see, like, on the actress playing, like, the ghost VHS tape lady, she's like, fucking idiots, read the instructions. But she hasn't said anything yet. And then they find a receipt to the just most improbable prop antique store of all time.
Yes.
The
Like almost like a magic
Yeah.
shop.
dude, it's
kind
needful
of-
things. It's straight up needful things.
Yes.
Like, they go to this shop the next day and they're like, hey, our dad bought this game from you like the other day. And the guy's like, yeah, 1991.
Dude.
That part killed me. He's like, you can't.
a little late for returns, isn't it? And I'm like, oh God, retail jokes, you son of a bitch.
You son of a bitch. But yeah, that's what I was like, Dracula looking bitch.
We get it.
And then he's like, they're like, well, you know, can you help us? Like, does this game sell a lot? How'd you get? He's like, I don't know. Maybe you should play the fucking game. And then I wrote that Dracula's a dick.
Yeah.
Hey, so right now, where in the movie would you say we are? Are we like halfway?
Oh, no.
It's probably a quarter of the way.
Like the
quarter of
30-minute mark?
It's probably a 30-minute mark.
Yeah, there are actually, like, there's a few more scenes of them, like, shooting the shit, but that's not very important.
Yeah.
Like, their cop friend shows up at one point.
And it's like the shittiest cop friend
yeah,
ever.
he's like, he just shows up in, like, a wife beater. He's like, I'm a cop.
By the way, did you see on his badge that actually says chief?
Oh, my God.
It
no,
actually says chief.
no fucking way.
So like,
they
I'm like,
bought a costume.
I'm like, fuck no, you ain't the chief.
yeah.
You're a scrawny beanpole son of a bitch. Like, there's no way you're the chief.
Hey, Chief. Hey, Chief. Hey, let me know when it's halfway. Like
Why?
through the movie.
That'd be when they're actually. That'd be after the voodoo doll, isn't it?
At least.
Yeah, because the voodoo doll's when shit starts getting fucking real.
And then that's when I lost my shit.
Dude, the voodoo doll, the fucking head statue, the actual gate, that shit was hilarious.
Super hilarious.
So yeah, they go back to the house and they're like, I guess we gotta play the game. Like, Dracula said we gotta play the game. Let's play the game.
Yeah.
So they're playing the
Is
game.
it actually Dracula or just a vampire?
Dude, he's wearing like a red tie and a black vest and
He
a
could be
white
one.
collared shirt. It's obvious he's trying to like look like Dracula.
Okay.
Yeah, they're overplaying the part.
Yeah,
He's a fucking poser. He's not really Dracula.
I actually think he's supposed to be like the devil. Or you know what? He's supposed. You ever see Hellraiser?
God,
Yeah.
it's been forever.
You remember the shop that sells the fucking box?
Yeah.
He's like that guy.
Okay.
Yeah, he's like that guy. Because then when the box is like in some homeless guy's hand, he shows up. He's like, "Give me that back!" And he turns into like a winged demon and flies away. Skeleton. So they go to play and they're like they turn on the VH and again the lady's just like chilling, like waiting for them to play, and they're sitting around. It's like, how do we play? And they're like, I don't know how to play. And she's like, finally she like lets out this sigh that's just like, how about you read the instructions? Like to them, like obviously talking to them.
Yeah.
And they pull out just a blank piece of paper and they're like, yeah, good instructions. And like the actual game instructions come up, which when I rewatch it, I'm going to actually pause to read what the instructions are.
Yeah, that would be actually pretty cool.
It looked really intricate. There's like a lot of symbols and shit in it.
Yeah. Did you notice how John's reaction though when the instructions appeared on the page, just like super like undramatic about it? Like I'd be freaking out. Again, I would be freaking out.
Yeah.
All these things that are happening, I would be freaking the fuck out.
Holy fuck!
And he's just like hand and face, just like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this is happening now.
This is really a burden.
Actually, you know what?
That's what it feels like, dude.
They'd be really scared because it's like, oh God, we might have a ghost dad. We might have Bill Cosby here. Shit. Hide the ambient lady.
She roofied herself. Why is that a threat?
My friend Bill told me to take these ambient and eat this pudding.
Then he vanished like a specter.
A poof of cum was all he left behind. So they look at the board.
We get paid $5 every time we say the word cum.
We do. Full disclosure, we get paid.
God, those royalties are great.
We own the word cum.
Yes.
Yeah.
Trademarks.
Trademarked. Every time
The world is ours.
every time you're fucking, you're like, give me that hot, sweet. Yeah, that's right. You say that word, you owe us $5.
Say that.
Here's that hot, sweet man batter.
Man, better.
But they look at the board game like, holy shit, this is our backyard. Which I don't know how they put that together. That was weird.
Yeah,
I was like, that's
when they
just a
said that, I
generic-
was like, I don't know where they're getting that from because
Yeah.
the little picture on the board's like inconspicuous to the way it looks like in their backyard. I have no idea how they got
Well,
there.
there's an X there. Did you notice that the grass was in the shape of an X?
I did not see that.
I saw that.
Okay.
I actually put that down, like grass X.
Okay.
So they're like, holy shit, let's go dig there. Because the marker's like, go dig up that shit.
X tends
You notice
to
they
mark the
started
spot.
digging with gardening tools?
Yeah.
Did you see that?
They
like
use hand trowels.
like
and they dig a hole
hand
that's like,
trowels. And it's like,
15
are you
feet
kidding
deep.
me? Like, first of all, you don't know how deep this hole is going to be. And they're just like little kids, like digging a hole.
it's like the Goonies, dude. They're like,
it's-
yeah, pirate treasure.
It was so weird. It was so weird. Budget.
Budget.
Can't get a full shovel.
Actually, this is after. To go back a bit,
Can't afford no spade.
they have a bunch of cards on the table, and they flip over the card, and it's like, cut out in the sick organs of the drifter, you'll find the key, and then they find like a tin box, and then it cuts back to Action Hank, and he's like, "Come on, Cheryl, suck my dick behind a dumpster like you used to do. I'm so charming." And she's like, "Do you have a job, Action Hank?" He's like, "You know me.
He's like,
I always lie.
I always got several doors open." He says something to that extent.
I always got some. I got some feelers out there, grabbing pussies and stuff. So he gets really weird and aggressive.
Fucking Hank.
He sounds metal as fuck.
He sucks, dude.
He sucks.
He like assaults her, dude.
Yeah, straight up.
Like he grabs her hair and then she's like, "Nah, never mind. I'm not into it." And he like grabs her tits and shit. And then that's why I put that.
He's like, "You don't feel nothing?"
I put that. Hank's like 55
I feel your hand
years
on
old.
my tits.
And then
my pussy pucker up because it's frightened of you.
you've dried me. You've dried me out.
I am so turned off.
I actually think I'll absorb lubricants. I don't think they'll actually stick. So it cuts back to the brothers, and they open up this like tin that's in the shape of a cask, and there's a voodoo doll, and immediately it's obvious. It's like, oh hey, that voodoo doll is 100% Action Hank.
Yes.
And so they're like, what were we supposed to do? And John's like, fuck it, let's just tear this stupid bitch open. And so he starts like pulling at the side, and Action Hank's like, oh no, I got this wound in football.
Well, first
Oh!
he's laughing,
Oh yeah, he's like laughing.
and then it turns into pain because of whatever the bitch did to him or something like that.
Oh yeah, she poured her
poured
vodka
drink
on
on him or something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah. That's
Can I
right.
try to imitate that and you tell me how close I am?
Sure.
Do it.
Go do it.
That's wow. That's
pretty
actually like
accurate.
I'd put that at like a 95% accurate, to be
that's
honest.
sick.
That's
Hell
pretty good.
Yeah.
You're good at explaining things, Daniel.
I try to.
Good job.
It was really weird.
Good job, Chief.
Good job, Chief.
But dude, the best part is John's like, fuck it. And he just whips out a switchblade. And he like, it looks like some shit out like fucking
Dude. Yes.
God, what's that book everyone reads in like high school about like the gang of like
the shitty outsiders.
wham, got it. Because he was like, stay gold, pony boy.
Jinx, you owe me a blowjob.
Come,
you.
you owe me $5.
All right.
So he whips out like a switchblade and like Action Hank's like bleeding a little bit, and then he like jams the voodoo doll with the switchblade, and the girl is like by Action Hank's side, and like the voodoo doll explodes blood all over John, and then Action Hank's stomach explodes blood. Like obviously there's like a fucking blood balloon off camera, and they burst it in this chick's face because it's like a shotgun blast of blood to her face.
And I almost just like spit up all my cereal that I was eating this morning.
I was kind of like,
wow, Daniel and his Saturday morning.
I was like in hilarity watching that, dude.
dude,
It was so funny.
it sounds cheesy, but it's so fucking rad.
It was awesome.
I imagine all you eat is cereal. Like that's your entire diet.
That's all I eat. Like I'm a bird or something like that.
I crave his cereal.
Yeah, just dry. You just peck at it.
It was oats. Oat cereal. Just so you know.
Oh, really?
Which might even make it worse.
Wait, like Quaker?
No, but it was like, it was it's like an oat cereal.
You don't
Like
even know what
store-
it's called.
I don't even know what it's
generic
called.
oats?
It's like
Are you a horse?
Can't
Just
even
eating
read the
oats?
box.
it's like
Can't even read the box.
Jenna Oats or something. I don't even know what it's called, actually. I can't even think about it.
Okay.
All I know is I pour it every morning and I eat it.
And then watch horror movies.
Watch horror movies that Johnny tells me to watch.
I told
And
him
then I throw up all over the screen.
As an aside, I was like, "You're lucky that I picked the movie when you were gonna watch it, because otherwise Charlie'd be like, Daniel's gotta watch my pick. It's gonna be Campbell Holocaust, like immediate
It would have been that or
Antichrist."
no, not Antichrist. That movie's. I mean, it's good. It was boring. Or it would have been a Serbian film.
Oh wow, yeah. Never come on our podcast if it's Charlie's pick, because you would not enjoy either of those movies.
I get it.
I'm saving that for next time you come on.
Okay. You got it.
I really
Make sure your kids aren't home when you watch it.
No.
Oh my
no.
god! Make sure your kids are like staying with your like in-laws or something.
Yeah.
Close the blinds.
Oh,
Put your kids up for adoption. Watch a Serbian film.
I gotta watch this film. I gotta put my kids up for adoption.
We should probably do a background check on Daniel too. Make sure that episode won't give him any ideas.
That movie's gnarly, dude.
It's fucked up, dude.
Gotcha.
It's great. We'll do
Cool.
it.
So
It's a date.
John's like, what the fuck? Why is there blood in this stupid voodoo doll? And like he's reaching in and pulling out like little fucking red strings, and then Action Hank's intestines are being like ripped out of his body.
Yeah, he's like holding his innards like in his hands and stuff like that.
Have we gone through the gates already?
Nope,
No,
we're
hold
not
on.
even in the gates yet.
Soon. They get a key.
Jesus.
They get a key right when they get inside. They get a phone call, and John's like, no. And they're like, what? And they just cuts back to like Margot giving exposition like, I can't believe that Hank's Action ex-girlfriend murdered him and ripped his intestines out because she's crazy. And everyone's just like, oh yeah, that sucks. So then they slam the key down where they're supposed to, and then they hear a bunch of doors unlocking. And they're like,
Is it the gates?
they go down to the basement, and guess what? There's a literal fucking gate there now.
Yes.
Robin Williams!
Oh my god, he's just hanging there.
And when they...
By his belt.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
With his dick in his hand.
That is what I meant. Did you not catch that? I didn't mean
No.
he was just hanging out.
Yeah. You guys are making fucked up sad jokes.
It's been long enough.
Has it?
A week later, it was long enough.
I'm gonna make you one of
Yeah.
those motivational posters.
Just
hanging there. Robin Williams.
That's kind of sick. I'd put that up in my room. Well, I'm like feeling blue. I just look over. I'm like, well, yeah, I was in some of his bad movies like Dead Poet Society. All right. So they look at the gate and they're like, all right, you know what? This is officially too spooky. Let's go to bed. So they go to bed, and then Gordy has himself another nightmare where he wakes up, and there's like another black metal singer. He's like, yeah, Gordy, what the fuck? And then he's like, Margot, wake your ambient ass up. And she wakes up, and then she's like, haha, I'm a demon too, and rips his heart out. And then he wakes up from the most powerful wetmare of his life.
And he's like soaking, like,
Dude, I think
wet,
he pissed himself.
possibly.
Because he's like, oh, shit.
Yeah,
He
but
looks
he's just
down.
like drenched in sweat. And that was a dream too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
And then he goes downstairs and he, I don't know, sleeps in like the fucking basement or something. So that it cuts to like Margot. Yeah, I know. You heard it.
Yeah, what was that?
Robots. Anyway, it's not in the recordings, I guarantee it.
Did you hear that beep boop?
No, I didn't hear anything.
It was like Atari fucking.
Yeah, it's a minor
Soundtrack
beep boop.
music
It's not in there. I have this thing set up to give you Atari beep boops every once in a while.
Is this the halfway point? Is that what that was?
Pretty much. Actually, yeah, this is about the halfway point. Why,
Yeah.
did you want to like
Do you
take
confirm?
a pause?
Yeah, I think so.
This episode has been brought to you by Cum. Cum, the thing that hangs out in your balls until you stroke your cock long enough for it to shoot out. Place it anywhere you want. You can
Stick it anywhere you want.
You can make it yourself or you can buy it from us. Come on down. You check out all types.
Use it in the pie.
Use it in a milkshake.
Put your fucking cum in some popcorn, give it to your date.
Use it as sealant. Make sure all your windows are closed shut for the winter.
Make sure your windows are pregnant with closure.
Clean your drains with it.
Wash your hands.
Good to do anything with. Just
Come.
buy it.
It's a miracle. Buy it from us. Only us. Don't get it yourself.
No one else.
Get it from the best. No one else. Come. So, after that quick commercial break, Margaret goes to visit Dracula, and he's just like, I'm a dick. And she's like, can you be helpful? He's like, nah, I'm a dick. Yeah, I'm a dick. And she's like, yeah, all right, Dracula, fine. So, she goes, her separate ways. And the boys, they have a cop friend. Turns out the next person is going to be, because the cards have like a picture. The card has a dude in a wife beater and a sheriff badge and a shotgun. So I was like, well, I wonder who that could be.
Are these like
chief?
Are these like tarot cards?
Kinda.
Yeah, in a way, kind of.
So,
okay.
the whole thing is like, he's going to have the key in his fucking brain. And so they're like in the back gardening for some reason.
They were like packing up more boxes of VHS tapes.
You
or something
figure like the
that.
haunted VHS tape would be more pressing than moving a couple boxes of tapes.
I would want that solved immediately.
Yeah, like, yeah, you know what? Fuck it. We paused a bitch. Let's go do something else.
No, they're busy moving.
Let's go get some za down at the bar. So,
Some Zanny bars.
so they hear a car approach and they're like, no one's supposed to be showing up. What the fuck? And instead of opening the gate, I thought this was so weird. They walk up to the gate and then they like peek over the gate like they're the fucking neighbor in Home Improvement. And they just see
What's
like
his name? Wilson?
Wilson.
Yeah.
You're right.
Peeping.
I knew you would
piece
know
of
that.
shit. Dude,
Johnny, you son of a
you
bitch.
actually look just like the fucking guy from Tool Time. Not Tim Allen.
Yeah,
but
you
the
don't look
guy.
like you do that much cocaine.
Oh, you mean Al?
Yeah.
God, I'm gonna shut up.
But tall and more handsome.
Oh well, thank you.
So nothing like that.
And not as fat. I would like to think so.
No, yeah. Was he fat? I thought
He
No,
was a
he's
little
ripped.
tubby.
I thought
He's
he
a
was
ripped
built.
Greek god.
Yeah.
He's
And you're
like,
not balding. I think he was balding.
hey, Tim.
No, but
Do
just
you
give me
wanna
another
spend
5 years.
some
I'm
time
pretty
with
sure this is
my
going to happen.
tool?
Yeah.
that's the sound I made. But the
That was the worst impression of Tim Allen I ever heard, Daniel.
it kind of it's like you stubbed your toe. Ow! That's tool time, right?
Ow!
Existential pain. Ah! Tool time. So
Black metal.
What do we need? More power.
So the cop is like possessed by the VHS tape. He's like,
Yeah.
Gordy, I think something's wrong. And he just starts like blasting out with a shotgun.
Starts
And
shooting around.
they hide behind the VHS tape boxes, which is really weird. And he's like, Gordon, God damn it, I gotta shoot you. And Gordon looks over and he sees like a little statue that has like a key sticking out of it. And he picks it up. And then Derek is the cop's name. He's like, God damn it, Gordon, I tried to fight it. Yeah, in the mountain. That's a reference to The Hills Have Eyes, by the way. That was one of my favorite scenes with the guy, the like gas station clerks in the bathroom. He's like, God damn, he's got a shotgun in his back. God damn it, I tried, you kids. I really tried. And I didn't mean to kill them. Bam! He just blows his head off. It's so fucking rad.
Dude, I just watched that movie the other day again because my half brother's wife sent it to me.
Oh.
Fucking thank you again, Sienna. Yeah, dude, that part's badass.
That part's so fucking rad.
Right after that happens, it's just like a bunch of voices around because it's the old man that gets burned right after that. And he fucking, right after the dude blows his head off, he just hears, Daddy. And just like, there's no one around, but it's just like every direction, just, Daddy. Daddy.
Oh, that's
and then
fucking
he's
awesome.
like, oh, fuck, and gets in the truck and he's about to drive away. And like right when he starts the car, there's just a voice right behind him, Daddy. And it's just a guy in the fucking rear view. It's so sick.
That movie was fucking cool.
I wish we could do that movie on this podcast, but it's actually really fucking good.
Yeah,
so
that's
it
a
wouldn't make any
really
sense.
good movie.
Gotcha.
It would not. It's not a great.
Wouldn't make sense for this place.
Yeah.
It's a grave achievement in cinema.
Grave achievements in cinema.
Grave success stories, yes.
yes.
So Derek's got a shotgun aimed at Gordon. Gordon's staring down double dose of big, hard black steel. And it's really weird.
BBS.
He's got like the statue, and he like wraps his like there's the key in the statue's head, so he wraps his like finger like he's got a grenade. He's like, Derek, don't make me. And Derek's like, I can't help it. And he pulls the key out, and the second he does,
Yep.
the fucking second, the cop's head fucking just explodes, dude, and it's so rad.
It was actually pretty rad.
Dude, I actually like was drinking water and I spit that shit. I was like, whoa, what the fuck? It was so cool, man.
Yeah.
It
was legit.
Why? What happened to him?
Because the key.
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
he pulled the key out of the statue's head, and that's
so it
that blew his head open. Yeah.
Fuck. Now it makes sense. Okay.
Yeah.
Dude, it's so tight.
Jesus.
I mean, like immediately after they show like his head, it's obviously like red jello. But it's so tight.
That's sick.
Sponsored by Jello.
Yeah, and then
flavored Jello.
it kind of like shows Gordon like looking at the key. He's like, And then I don't know if you noticed this, but they go back like Gordon cleaned himself up because he was covered in blood.
Yeah.
And they like linger on a picture of the dad, but in the picture, the dad's just like, like he looks so confused.
I did not notice that. Okay.
He's just like, like he looks so confused that they took a picture of him.
What does that do, Dad? You're pointing at me.
Yeah. Well, they explain because they're like, he doesn't have any DVDs. And they're like, he didn't believe in DVDs. It's like, he didn't believe in DVDs in 2000. He didn't believe in DVDs in 2003, 2004, 2005, 2006. He didn't know his customers stopped coming in about 2005. He just didn't believe him. He's like, nah, it's a fad.
Wait, so is the whole store just VHS?
It's only VHS,
Yes.
dude.
Yes.
And board games.
Yeah. VHS board games.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. Fucking terrible.
So Gordon's like, I don't think we should play anymore because I just blew my best friend's head open. And then John's like, yeah, well, I stabbed my best friend in the stomach with a switchblade, apparently.
Wait, they have the option to quit?
No, they don't. They don't.
not really.
No.
They like they want to.
Yeah.
Like Gordy like is like, I'm not doing this. I'm not risking anyone else's lives.
But when they don't play,
But like,
black metal guys show up whenever they don't play.
yeah.
It's supposed to be, it's supposed to be like ghouls.
That sounds great.
The more the merrier.
By the way, that's rock. That's
The moon, she hangs like a raving nightmare.
But they have to fight it every single time. Now they actually start fighting the
Oh yeah,
thing.
yeah. Instead of like just
okay.
being ghosts, like this one.
So they're
comes-
not just black metal.
No, dude, this part was fucking sick too. Actually, he shows up and he's in straight up like combat boots too. Like straight up, they just like, all right, corpse grinder, come down from that grocery store, go throw on some corpse paint and get murdered. Like Margot's not there anymore, so Gordon screams for John to show up. John shows up. Gordon gets a bat and like slams it. And John just has like a knife. He just starts stabbing this thing in the back. It's like, ah, not metal enough. I'm from Gorgoroth. Stab me in the fucking head. And then Gordon hits it with a bat and knocks it down. And he just bashes its head in like over a pretty long period of time. It's
like kind of like over excessively filmed that. And
I thought I was going to cut to Margot.
That's what I thought too. I thought, okay, they're envisioning this. It's a dream, but it's actually Margot that they're killing.
Because it went from being
she
like
was
Black
sleepwalking
Blood.
with her Ambien, and then all of a sudden they just start beating the living shit out of her.
Yeah, actually, I forgot. In the
Damn, this bitch is still like fucked up on pills.
Oh, she's like walking all over the place, dude.
They actually explain a little bit.
I'm so fucked up. Where am I going?
I'm at fucking EDC. I hope I don't take a strange dick.
Grill me while I'm asleep.
Do it.
I want your cum.
One of these blackmail guys will die.
I don't give a fuck about cassette. Just getting piped down.
Oh shit.
So
Hell, I gotta get the fuck me.
Somebody fuck me.
how much Ambien did I got dropped to get someone's dick?
Well, she sounds like she's a risk taker.
She's a risk
She is living it on the edge.
So
Margot.
they go downstairs
Fast lane.
to the VHS,
In the fast lane.
and the VHS lady's just like waiting.
Sorry.
It's all good. The VHS lady's waiting, and she's just like, anyway, your girlfriend's down there in the gates. Go get her. Also, she sold her soul to a demon.
Is this Margot?
No, this is the VHS lady says that about Margot. So they're like, oh shit, the gate.
So
She sold her soul to a
fucked up
demon?
on
I didn't
Ambien.
get
She's
that.
like, sure, you can have my soul if you fuck me.
God, she is desperate, isn't she?
Yeah. Oh, actually, I forgot. There's a scene early in the movie, like the second key, where they go down there. And they're like, all right, let's touch the gate. And then he touches the gate, and then the arm just grabs him.
Oh, that's right.
And
yes.
he's like, ah, fuck, and just starts stabbing it really quick.
yes.
That part was hilarious. He's like, ah, fuck. Yeah.
Dude, I have a feeling Margot's gonna be my favorite part of this movie.
Margot's hilarious.
It is
dude.
pretty good. It's
One
pretty
of these fucking demons are giving us semen.
There's a devil in my dick, and some demons want my semen. So, they,
I'm sorry, I cannot help with the pace.
Any demon wants the pussy.
All I can do is help slow it down.
it's all good. But yeah, Margot's possessed, and it's weird because like all the other people they had to kill to get the keys, but Margot just like looks around, she's possessed, and just drops them the key. Like, there you go.
Yeah.
And then they like knock her out real quick without using Ambien. They just use violence, and they take her up. And they,
Oh yeah,
the old-fashioned way.
yeah, I got rough. Fuck,
Donkey punch me. Yeah.
fuck my damn pussy. Fuck.
Wait, so she possessed her?
Yeah, she's got blue eyes. Blue eyes are the surefire mark of a demon. You blue-eyed bitches.
That'd be me.
Yeah.
And I.
I'm from
Not
the great
her.
beyond.
I'm from beyond the gates. I'm into black metal.
Beyond the gates. There you go.
So,
Roll credits.
yeah. I actually kind
End
of,
scene.
I kind of thought, I was like, are they just going to roll the credits? That fuck. But yeah, they're,
Right,
they're
right,
like,
right.
VHS lady, how the fuck do we get Margot's soul back? And she's like, wait, don't you want to save your dad? And they're like, shit, kind of lost sight of what we were doing here. All right, where's our dad? So like, she's like, finally, like, guess what? Now you assholes can go beyond the gate. And so they're like, oh. So they go beyond the gate. Everything is purple and blue, which signifies 80s. Purple and blue is 80s.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And a little bit of pink in there, too.
Yeah, a little bit of pink.
Yeah.
It's all foggy. They get down beyond the gate, and then immediately, like, Action Hank shows up as, like, an action demon.
And he's got like crazy long claws, too.
Yeah, he's like, hey there, Johnny boy. Hey, my intestines got ripped out. Anyway, good luck with your dad. I'm going to kill you now.
And then they all fight each other, basically.
yeah, Derek shows up, the cop. He's like, Gordon,
He's
you blew
fighting
my
Gordy.
fucking head off.
Yeah.
You blew my head off. You killed me. I'm a cop. You're going to jail.
Yeah.
I'm arresting you now with my demon claws.
So those two are fighting. And then Hank and Johnny are fighting.
Yeah, and then Margot becomes unpossessed because she's now beyond the gate somehow. Oh no, they find her beyond the gate. That's right. Her soul's beyond the gate.
Right.
And then she stabs both of them in like the neck.
What is this the gate to?
Hell.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Supposedly.
So then like the dad shows up and the dad's like, Daddy's here looking for some cum, Margot.
That's where we came in and said, sold!
So
Sponsor our podcast.
So
You cum demon?
and straight up he's like, Gordon, what, you think you're a big tough guy? You got your knife. You think you could stab your old man? And Gordon's like, I can't. And he's like, all right, well, fuck you. You pussy. I'm going to go choke out John then. And then right when he's about to do it, he stabs, like Gordon stabs his dad in the back. He's like, you fucking bitch. You stabbed your dad in the back? Oh, I got to lay down. And he like lays down.
Yeah, he lays down. Yes.
And they're like, Gordon's like, hold his arms and his legs. I got to do this, Dad. And then they cut out his dad's heart. Like he like stabs him in the chest and reaches into his chest and rips out his heart. And then it melts into a key.
Yes.
And then they
That's
put
the last key that they need.
So we killed him?
Yeah, right. I actually the note was all that work just to kill their
him?
dad.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was alive. They killed him. Like they could have just left him.
Why?
Why
Why was he even there?
Because he watched the video and he got into
he
the
had no
game.
other he had no other players, so he
Right.
There was no other
Right.
players.
Oh, shit.
I actually
No other
so he
players.
was Robin Williams.
Yes.
dude, I actually really liked
Just
it.
hanging in there.
Yeah, he was in the jungle for 20 plus years.
The
Welcome
monologue.
to the jungle, baby.
You're gonna get your soul calmed down.
You're gonna get calmed down.
Then the VHS lady like welcomes him back to like real life, and then she gives like this really weird inspirational speech. She's like, "All right, just so you know, maybe you should focus on the living and not the dead." And that's it. Like,
Yeah, which
I was
is
like-
kind of weird.
yeah, I was like, that was
But-
really weird. Like, you killed 3 people, but maybe we should focus on the living instead of brooding about the dead.
Huh.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
like really inspirational for no reason. I was like,
right.
yeah, thanks.
It's like you've given me all this grief and then you decide to
Like, chastise me. Like,
chastise me.
hey,
Sounds like Jigsaw, dude.
yeah, like
It's a little like Jigsaw.
advantage,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna make you kill some people real quick.
so then
You guys like it more now, living and shit?
I never got that. Where
pretty-
he's like, I never killed anybody. I just put them in situations where if they don't follow very specific details or kill other people, they die. I'm not a murderer. I'm just a civil engineer. Like,
I'm the victim. I'm the victim.
I had cancer. That's the Kevin Spacey excuse again. And like,
well, I'm
he's
just a man with cancer.
I'm gay.
I'm going to choose to live my life as a man with cancer from now on. Like, what a dick, Jigsaw. But yeah, at the end of the movie, you can tell the brothers are good because they actually managed to give each other a regular hug.
Right.
And then Mark is like, next time, John, you're coming sleeping in our guest room, wink.
I'm gonna be on so much
It was funny too how John, like, before he like Gordy did in his dad, he did that classic "do it" line, like like in every other movie, just like
do it.
finish, like, or it's either do it or finish it.
Finish it
Graham,
up.
get out of here, you animal!
Just
go.
And then I thought it was hilarious too how they came out of the gates like they were back in their living room, or whatever.
Yeah.
But they were still like completely soaked in blood and like all this other stuff. It's like, I don't know. And typically you're in a different dimension. You come out of that dimension like it's not the same. It's not the same shit. But whatever. Budget.
But at the ending of the movie is they're back at that Needful Things shot. Scene, Needful Things, but not.
Yes.
Then there's some random like bespectable guy, and he's just like, "Hey," and then Dracula's like, "Oh," what?" He talks like this. He's like, "Oh, how can I help you today, this morning?" He keeps saying "good morning," even though
How
it's
can
like,
I help you, mortal?
Yeah.
Morning. Good morning.
And then the dude's seriously just like, "Do you got anything from the 80s?" And then I have this wicked sweet Harold Faltermeyer tape. So then he's like, "Do you like board games?" And it's weird because the guy's reaction is like, "Nah, not really." He's like, "Anyway, here's a board game from the 80s." And then
The customer, the customer the entire time is like, I'm not sure really. Like he gives this impression like I'm not really sure what I'm even doing here.
yeah, he's just like, I don't know why I came here.
I don't know why I came into your store.
What's the board game called?
Beyond the Gates.
Beyond the Gates.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dude. Beyond the Gates.
Beyond the Gates.
Is that the theme song?
That's the theme song.
No, it's weird
Beyond
because
the Gates.
I read a review of this movie and they're like, the synth soundtrack is so 80s, and I can only remember 2 songs, the beginning and the end, and otherwise I don't think there's any music.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's really weird. So yeah, that's Beyond the Gates.
Wow. I feel like I've already seen it.
Yeah, we're very descriptive. Our words impregnating your ears with our wordy semen.
You guys
Now
are
you're
really
pregnant
good.
with Beyond the Gates.
So,
I took all this Ambien.
well,
Didn't even fail
Just give
it.
it 9 months. You're gonna give birth to it.
I didn't even fail you guys did that to me.
so
It wasn't even fun.
why am I sticky? Where are my claws?
At least I can get all welfare now. Daniel knows.
Daniel knows. Daniel's on welfare.
EBT, baby.
Did I ever tell you guys that when I
Pull out a quick 500 every
When
month.
Jack in the Box. EBT.
first got like a debit card, I saw they're like, we don't take EBT, and in my head I was like, oh, electronic bank telling. Damn it, I can't use my debit card. And they're like, no, like food stamps. I was at like a Jack in the Box, and they said like, you know, like black people food stamps. I'm like,
Oh,
What?
they threw it
yeah.
down.
I was like, oh.
What?
I understood that I could use my ATM card. I understood that from that point on to call it an ATM card, but yes, I understood.
Yes.
That is a career-ending move. I would have contacted corporate.
Yeah, I was like, can I get 2 tacos to go? Honky.
Honky.
But all right, let's do the rating portion of this.
I will host the rating portion since
All
I
right.
have no say.
Yeah, so you get
You know what? That's valid. Yeah.
yeah,
go
pick
ahead.
all the
Go
categories.
ahead.
We
Go ahead.
normally do 3 categories, and yeah.
All right. So the rating system is going to be out of 10.
Voodoo Dolls of Blood.
Shut the fuck up. I'm hosting this
You
shit.
don't even know what it
I'm
is.
hosting this shit.
This happens every single time, if I'm correct.
Yeah,
It does.
It
Yeah.
does.
Yeah. Okay.
Daniel's
okay.
actually an avid listener of our podcast.
I do. I actually do listen. Yeah.
Follow Daniel, listen to our podcast, and maybe we'll throw you a bone and let you be on it.
All right. So it's going to be
Okay.
out of 10 loose women on Ambien.
Okay.
That's actually pretty good. All right,
All right,
Daniel, you're
I'm
the
down for
guest.
All right.
What are the categories?
The categories are spookiness, horror.
okay.
We'll do gore. I
Okay.
don't know if this movie has gore.
it does.
It does.
I know there's a
fucking
head
does.
explosion.
And honestly, that's where
and
the
intestines.
mature rating actually probably comes from.
Okay. So entertainment, gore, and
Well, horror and gore is what you said. So horror,
Yeah.
gore, entertainment.
horror, gore, and fun factor.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's awesome.
You go first.
Let's see. So for horror,
Did it spook you?
I wasn't scared one damn bit. I'll be honest with you. Like I said, I was eating my breakfast this morning, my oats
Okay.
this morning, watching it on my laptop.
I had my mask on, chewing my oats.
There I
While
was.
my daughter was watching Winnie the Pooh in the other room. Like,
Holy
that's
shit!
how,
Really?
Yeah.
You
that-
should watch it next to her.
No, I wouldn't do that shit. Come on, that's
Toughen her
terrible.
up.
For her, that's horrible. But no,
Beyond the gates,
But
rated
yes,
PG.
basically, I think that basically sums it up. So I'd pretty much give it like a 2.
2 for horror.
2 walking Ambien fuck me ladies.
What about if you were your daughter?
Well,
How scary would it be?
Imagine if you saw it by
Probably
yourself.
7. Probably 7 of those bitches.
I think a 10, like to get a 10 in horror on this podcast, you have to lose your mind from being so scared. That's the only way to get a 10.
Like you
What's
don't
the
even
highest-
come to the podcast. You're in the hospital for insanity.
What's the highest rating we've ever given?
I'm still scared.
Is it like a 5? I think the highest we've ever gone is 5. I don't think we've ever gone that high in horror.
I don't know, man.
But we're
I can't
super,
imagine for the things that you guys have actually watched and reviewed. I don't think you can.
yeah,
Well,
I'm
no,
sure.
but
in the-
like we're super jaded, dude. Like
Yeah.
some of these movies actually do scare the shit out of people.
I'm sure.
Sure,
in the-
granted.
I'm sure in the future we'll throw some good ones in.
Probably.
Okay, so there was
Yeah.
horror. What was the other one? Just
Gore.
Gore. At least 6.
6.
I'd say a 6. I mean, I've seen things that are pretty messed up. I mean,
Daniel's into snuff films, apparently.
I mean, I've seen some pretty messed up shit. But I mean, it was gory enough. So I'd probably say a 6.
The gore was good.
6 walking Ambien. Fuck me, ladies.
I like the way he's saying that.
And then what was the other one? Just fun factor?
Yeah, fun factor.
Highest level. Ironically.
10. So you
10?
lost your mind.
No,
with
no, no.
fun? You had so much fun. You lost your mind.
No,
I'm
that's
calling
only for
the
the horror.
hospital.
That's only for the horror. I would say at least I'd say a 7.
Sick.
I would say a 7.
Wait.
You had that much
Wait,
fun
wait.
eating your oats and watching
No,
this movie?
don't let us bully you down. Is it a 10 or a 7?
Yeah, you can pick whatever
Yeah,
you
you
want.
can pick whatever you want.
It's definitely like a 6 or a 7.
Now he's going down even lower.
All right, it was a 3.
Are you one of those Muppet puppets that's like, yeah, that was pretty good. Well, it could have been better. Well, I mean, I didn't really like it at all. Well, the third act really dragged. I hate it. Boo!
Yeah. No. I would say a 6 or a 7. So I'll just go with 7. What I originally said.
6.5 it is.
No. 7.
Let's
7
just say
walking,
7.5.
ambient,
7.5.
sleepwalking.
I
fucking
think
ladies.
Daniel has lost his mind. He had so much fun.
I had fun watching it. I did have fun watching it.
Look at him, he's
Ironically, I
crazy.
thought I was actually going to be like, this is going to be a drag, but I'll do it for the sake of the podcast type of thing.
Uh-huh.
But no, I dug it. It was good.
Well, next time you're on, we're going to watch a Serbian film all together.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Oh, all together?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
It'll make it
dude.
funny if we're all together.
I would agree. It
yeah.
would make it funny
We'd
if we're all
have to
together.
actually like
Yeah.
live record that one though, like while we're I need Daniel's
Yeah,
reaction.
yeah,
You
that's
know
a good
what?
idea.
That would be the way to do that.
That is a good
And I
idea.
agree with that. Yes.
Everyone,
Okay.
no
Okay.
one ruin a Serbian film for Daniel though. For real, no one ruined that film.
I have
Very
no
few people
idea
have
really
seen
what
that.
you're talking about. So
It
this is going to be awesome.
It's fucked.
Yeah.
It's nuts. Fucking left.
Hope you can read, Daniel, because it's in subtitles.
It's in guess what? Guess what language?
what?
Serbian, you stupid idiot.
It's called a Serbian film for a reason.
Oh, okay.
It's Serbian.
Serbian?
Yeah, it's a language.
The movie's called a Serbian film.
Okay, so where are Serbians from?
Serbia.
No,
Serbia?
They're subset of Russian.
Oh, okay.
It's like between Russia and Czechoslovakia. I
Syria?
think.
Yeah, you could
No,
have
it's
just
not
said
Syria.
Russian.
Syria is more Middle East.
Isn't Serbia a place?
Yeah, Serbia is like a small province in like the greater part of Eurasia.
Okay. All right, Johnny.
All right.
So,
All right, Johnny's rating. Go ahead.
All right.
horror.
For horror, oh, by the way, I forgot to mention, but there are parts where you can see the cast member shadows in the night scenes.
Okay.
So that kind of took it. But again, like
Stupid.
we watched so many of these horror movies that like just
Stupid.
analyzing the shit out of it. But yeah, I'd give it like a 2 for
Bitch.
horror. It wasn't very too.
Loose women on Ambien looking for cum.
It wasn't super
And
scary.
that's what we're selling. It's perfect.
It wasn't super scary by any stretch. It
No.
was. All right. Anyway, moving on. It shouldn't have been advertised as a horror film. It's like a dark fantasy film.
Agreed.
Okay.
For gore,
So it's
I-
like Labyrinth.
Yeah,
Okay.
pretty much. Pretty much.
you see the same amount as
Fantastical.
David Bowie's dicks.
Nice.
Yeah. So we just got that movie a lot more watches.
Gore.
For gore, I would give it a 7. Loose women on Ambien. Because-
Child.
Dude,
It's a pretty good rating.
I know, but it's not like the most in your face stuff, but when that head exploded, I lost my fucking mind. It was so rad. The note just says, fuck yeah, head explode.
All right.
Dude, I fucking dug it so much because it
Yeah.
was seriously just like don't make me do it. He's like, I don't want to shoot you, Gordy. Bam! Dude, it looked like they shot that dude in the fucking head for a second.
Yeah, it was
Like,
done
you-
well.
Right before he falls, you can actually like see inside the fake head cavity. It's fucking crazy.
Nice.
For fun factor.
How much fun did you have, John?
Oh, I had a fucking 9. I had 9 loose women on
Wow,
Ambien.
even higher
Jesus
than my
Christ.
rating. Okay.
Yeah, I do.
Dude, a
I
fucking movie I don't watch is like the best shit ever, apparently.
dude, I fucking
It's bullshit.
I fucking loved this movie. Again, I told you guys right before we started. This is definitely in my top 20.
Wow, dude.
Maybe even top 15. Not the top 10. But it's fucking
Jesus Christ.
That must mean a lot because I'm going to forget it tomorrow. So
Yeah. Well, you have responsibilities.
Yeah.
Shit.
all I do is watch movies, dude.
no. But yeah, like I said, I had fun. But yeah,
It's
definitely
way-
it's worth a watch.
yeah.
If nothing for the death scenes.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's
And
worth
just-
it just for the death scenes.
And like honestly, you could tell these people really gave a shit about this movie.
Damn.
True that.
Well, you guys have
Yeah.
definitely convinced me to watch the fucking thing.
Good.
Good.
You bitch, watch it.
No, seriously, I'm gonna go home and watch the thing.
Oh, okay.
Not this fucking movie.
I mean, that's on Grave Mistakes in Cinema. That's always an option. You can just go watch The Thing instead.
Yes.
Yes.
In fact, if you were like, "No, I'm just going to watch The Thing instead," I'll be like, "Okay, fine. We'll just talk about The Thing then."
Yep.
So, Daniel, how's your music going, man?
It's going.
Yeah.
You still doing? Are you still John Mayer?
It's going nowhere.
Can you give us some Sweet Baby Angel notes real quick?
Oh man, I don't know if I can do it.
Just a couple notes.
Yeah,
Two beers in, I don't know if I can do
just
any
a
Sweet
couple-
Baby
Yeah,
notes.
come on. Just do some
couple
Blackbird
notes.
or something.
What is it with you and Blackbird? It's always Blackbird.
Dude, it's
Well,
because
they don't-
It's
Charlie
always
always
the Beatles
Charlie-
and Blackbird, dude.
Charlie always like Daniel's baby angel voice saying a Blackbird. It's like Blackbird singing Dead of Night.
You know what's
And I
funny?
never thought you actually did it.
broken wings.
You know what? Here's what's hilarious about that is I decided to do that one night, and after that, I decided I'm not doing that ever again.
I'm
Just
so
do it
fucking.
for the
Actually,
podcast.
no one gave a fuck.
Oh, I fucking did.
No one. Well,
I
okay,
can't.
well,
I love that song.
one guy. Okay, two guys.
Yeah.
Okay, but
on.
like everyone else was like, "Oh, I'm just gonna pound my beer."
I'm gonna pound my beer and
It's just-
Ambien and get a blowjob until I
It's just-
pass out.
This is fucking depressing. And I'm like, okay, well, I did not get the response out of that I thought I would, because I thought, everyone loves the Beatles. Big whoop. This
Dude.
will be fun. People will dig it. And no one gave a fuck about that.
That sucks.
So-
I wish you'd do more Beatles. But
I
Come
think
on.
Blackbird's enough. Or Hey Jude.
Just give me
Yeah.
a taste, Daniel. They'll come see you.
Hey Jude,
Woo!
Is that it? Is that what you're giving us?
don't be sad.
Get it?
Something about singing a sad song to make it better.
Hell yeah.
Remember,
Don't
let it in your heart.
Then you can start to make it better, 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 better.
We're endorsed by the Beatles here.
Oh, what an episode of Grave Mistakes.
Beatles in the cum.
Cinema.
Come on down. We're selling Beatles and cum.
Literally Beatles and cum.
Literally Beatles and cum.
And thanks again, Daniel, for being on our podcast.
Thank you for having me.
You're the man, Daniel.
It's a
Daniel,
pleasure.
the
fucking
Maniel.
manual. Thanks for listening, guys.
Thank you.
You're the fucking shit.
All right. Have a good night,
See
you
you,
assholes.
see you next week.
See you next time.
Fucking piece of shit.